Excited to introduce my next guest, Lauren Lapkus, whose IMDb page looks more like my DVR queue than a resume. Let's start with 2014. 2014, House of Lies, Blended, Orange is the New Black, Drunk History, Key and Peele. 2015, Kroll Show, Comedy Bang Bang, Jurassic World, Lego Jurassic World, the video game, Another Period, and more. Her latest gig is Clipped on TBS. Hi, Lauren Lapkus. You are having quite the year. Jurassic World, Clipped. What is it like to read articles about yourself that say that your career is about to explode?
It's crazy. I don't even know what to do with that information. I mean, I hope that that's true.
Yeah, I guess that is, it seems like it sets the expectations very high. How has the last year changed things for you?
It's been so exciting. I mean, being part of Orange is the New Black was such a huge thing, and seeing that show take off and just getting to have people even appreciate the work and everything, that's been so cool. And now, I mean, that kind of changed things for me a little bit. I definitely felt that change a little bit, but I think now with Jurassic World being so big, I mean, I can't even put my head around it. You know, it's crazy.
Really? Because, I have such nostalgia for Jurassic Park, right? Like, I feel like that was such a, key movie of our childhood. What was it like to be a part of what is, in essence, a remake?
It was so cool. I mean, I grew up watching that movie and loved it so much. And just to be able to say, I'm in part of, a movie in this franchise, it blew my mind. But it was definitely a very surreal experience. And I had so many nostalgic memories about that movie. My brother and I would watch it all the time growing up. And I mean, one thing I loved about the movie, this new movie, Jurassic World, is that there are so many cool little callbacks to the original, and that's so fun as someone who loved that movie to see those little things.
The movie is getting a lot of love. Some of the only pushback I've seen has been about Bryce Dallas Howard's character, Claire. Some arguing that, her being a careerist who doesn't have time for family or feelings is anti-feminist. For you, working on the film, did you ever feel that way?
I didn't feel that at all. I think her character's really strong and powerful, and also a real person. I mean, those people exist. I don't think there's anything false about that or silly.
So I love your podcast, and it has sort of this very quirky premise where you improvise and sometimes act as the guest rather than acting as the interviewer. I am curious, if you were doing this interview, what question would you want to ask yourself?
Oh, what I want to ask myself? Oh, geez. When are you going to relax?
Do you have a podcast trick, like a tip for someone who wants to go into podcasts? Because yours is so wildly successful. Do you think that's the formula, or do you think there's something about the way one needs to approach a podcast?
I think to have success with it, you just have to do something that you enjoy, because, I'm putting one out every single week, so it's a lot of work, and if I didn't actually like the format or the style of it, I would probably grow to resent it or not want to do it. And I think that kind of shows in the work that people can tell that you're having fun. And so I think that would be good advice, to kind of do something that you find enjoyable.
That's excellent advice. All right, well, I'm going to make the assumption that you were sort of overdoing interviews, and so instead we're going to play a little game called Would You Rather.
Oh, yay, I love games.
All right, Lauren Lapkus, would you rather improvise a State of the Union speech or a eulogy for someone you've never met?
Oh, eulogy.
Really? For someone you've never met? Doesn't that sound terrifying?
Yeah, it sounds kind of fun.
Okay, I would much rather do State of the Union personally. Okay, would you rather be sentenced to life in prison or chased by a dinosaur for one day?
Sentenced to life, I think. At least I could make something of it.
I guess you're now assuming that you would not be able to outrun the dinosaur.
Oh, the dinosaur would kill me. It would be over. My life would be done.
Is that a lesson you learned? I feel like the part of the problem is we're talking about the prison in Orange is the New Black, and we're talking about Jurassic World. So I feel like I'm not really asking you this question in a total hypothetical. This is actually something you feel like you have experience in.
Yeah, like Litchfield, I'll go there for life. If I'm in Jurassic World, I'm obviously going to be killed by that dinosaur. So
yeah, these are not great options. Okay. Would you rather babysit Northwest or Princess Charlotte?
Oh, Prince Charlotte. Oh,
Prince? Prince Charlie, guys. Got all confused on gender. Do you have a
I would rather babysit the prince. Well, we're talking about a princess, yes?
We're talking about the Prince of England, or would-be Prince of England.
Oh, yes, for that one, for sure. They can go to a castle.
I also feel like if I were Kim Kardashian's nanny, like I would disappoint her.
Oh, yeah, there's too much pressure there. I think that I wouldn't feel cool enough.
No. I mean, between she and Kanye, I feel like that would be way too difficult. But then again, I feel like I'd
agree.
still feel pretty uncool around Kate Middleton. I don't really feel like there's a win situation there.
No, I think I'd feel really gross around Kate Middleton.
Yeah, no,
I'd probably be sad.
I was about to say, I'll get my hair professionally blown out in order
absolutely.
to go babysit her child. Okay.
Yeah.
If your characters had a plot twist, would you rather make out with Chris Pratt or Laura Prepon?
Oh, wow. That's a good question.
I feel like this is
I think I have
perhaps
to-
the toughest question I've asked.
It is tough. I'm going to go with Chris Pratt on that one.
Okay, why?
Even though both would be exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think I have to say why, don't you know? He's very good looking.
He is very good looking, though I have to say, I think if what you were going for was the front page of tabloids, you'd get a lot farther with Laura Prepon.
That's true. I think people would be much more excited about me making out with Laura Prepon.
Okay, well, I need you to think about all these questions and we'll revisit them in the future. It is so great to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.